back to the channel. Welcome to the inside of the cabin, getting finished up. At least that's the goal. We have
You're not sharing. Yeah.
It's the last piece, Henry. Come on.
There you go.
Good job. You killed that in like no time at all.
Yeah.
I barely even got it on video.
Went pretty smooth. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just carry on. What are you doing? You four-wheel drive, baby? You don't face plant, dude. Oh, that was pretty good. Anyway, I need you to just watch. I need you to watch. Oh, just watch. Have a couple cabinets to paint here. I'm being a little bold with my color. We'll see if we end up liking it. We're not usually this bold, so see how it goes. Levi's got the flooring totally done, and he is going to be working on the plumbing for the kitchen sink and the propane for the kitchen oven, and we're basically getting the kitchen ready. That was one of my things, is I don't want to move in until we have a functioning kitchen, because I don't want to run back and forth between the camper and here. That's basically the only thing holding us up from moving in. We do have to do some railing for the loft as well. Then the only other thing is we will be using a cooler / running the camper fridge for a little while, just because the mini fridge I want, I can't get shipped up here. So we're going to ship it to Colorado, and we are driving to Colorado soon anyway to get the rest of our stuff. So we will be a little out of commission there for a little bit, but not for long. Paintbrush, sir. Two paintbrushes.
Big ol'. Yeah, 17 and a half. 35. This is 18.
Gotcha. Okay, that was nothing. This is a very bold color choice for us. Ooh, I like it.
He says this blinking red light is mighty fascinating.
I was all excited and thought I was done, and then I looked over and saw the actual cabinets. Crap! Levi built our nightstands also while Henry was napping on me. And the whole reason we're doing nightstands with switches and outlets in them is because we don't want to drill holes in our logs. So that'll just give it a place. It's like a great big electrical box in our nightstands. We used most of our live edge on the skirting, so it's just a live edge piece on top and then plywood on the other sides, but it looks super good. I'm really happy with how that turned out. He'll get those installed once I'm done with my second coat and I can take Henry back. Usually we could do a little more work with him crawling around, but with the paint situation and I have no way to like block him off from the paint situation, someone just needs to be manning him at all times. We do have a playpen for him, but I can't iterate enough how much he hates it. We also didn't get the like panels that look like wood to go on the sides because they're like 20 bucks and this, it looks fine. It's just gonna be slid in next to like a mini fridge, next to the stove. So I just painted the particle board and I think it looks totally fine. Put it in the light to show it off. Now I'm seeing all my mistakes. It's like out of the light. Out of the light. There's absolutely zero reason I needed a gallon of paint for this.
What did you say?
There's zero reason I needed a gallon of paint for this.
Yeah.
I haven't even used a quart. Does your mom want painted cabinets?
Yeah.
She might get painted cabinets.
That's why you always need a second coat.
Yeah, that's what second coats are for.
Hey, stink pot. What are you doing?
Yeah. What do you think, Henry? Good enough? You got a mess going on over here, dude. He says, pretty sure it's your mess, Mom.
Switches slash nightstand slash gotta run the wires somewhere in a log cabin when you can't put them in the walls, so that's what we ended up with. Got an outlet, outside light, porch light we can control from upstairs and downstairs, and then these will be the loft lights kind of above the bedroom, and then the other switch is the loft lights out over the downstairs. Pretty snazzy. We're working on plumbing, getting propane wired in for the stove and eventually a hot water heater, and then draining the sink. It'll be a little bit later on when we're actually doing water pumps and stuff for the sink. bunch of bumbling around. If you think I didn't know anything about electrical, I really don't know what I'm doing with plumbing, so just one step at a time. Doesn't seem too difficult. I just gotta make sure I'm doing it right as I go. And I gotta drill holes in the floor and through the skirting and through walls, and not my favorite thing to do, but it's gotta be done. Bear with me. We'll see if we can't get this stove working. Here goes nothing, honey. Hopefully it's in the right spot. So here's a look under the cabin now that it's all skirted and we've got the power hooked up. We've got enough light you can work down here and see, you know, we'll be able to store totes and just kind of some other stuff down here. It's just dirt, plain Jane, but out of the weather. So here is where we've got our gas lines coming down from the stove. For now, I'm just gonna punch them out through the skirting and then run some line back up kind of to the tank height, and then we'll put a regulator on it outside, you know, just real minimal line, and then we'll have some flexible line to go from that regulator to the tanks. And that'll work for now. So this is what we've got on the outside. Then we'll get a regulator on here. We'll have 2 tanks. And I'm thinking I might, so I had a 12-inch piece that I ran from underneath the floor out. I think I might get a 10-inch piece, maybe even an 8-inch piece, just to keep this closer to the house. As you can see, it's sticking out a good ways. Or I might just build a block here that I can strap it to and support it. That way it would be more even with the tanks, just centered between the two. But either way, looking all right. And then we'll have our plumbing for draining the sink will be right in here also.
I don't want to watch. I can't watch.
jigsawing to do, but that's not so loud.
The construction baby gate 5000. Ready? Where you want me?
Just like support it here, so it's not all the way.
Right.
Went pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Wait till we get this section.
Okay, why don't you grab the other side of this? And just go slow so I can look and see. That's gonna have plenty of space. Down.
My fenders.
Well, get them out of there, you crazy. You're sitting down tight everywhere.
I could take a bath in that.
I know.
Oh. So I need a gun rack here. So
I ain't got no excuses to do the dishes.
Oh, wow. We'll see about that.
Whoops.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
Okay, ready when you are. Ooh, that's a big sink. You can take a bath in that for years, Henry. Just hold it.
Yeah, put plumber's putty in. I don't know what it is.
I'm holding it.
Are you holding it?
I'm holding it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I don't know what Henry's doing.
Huh?
Oh, he's gonna get ya.
Oh. He says, man, I thought this cabinet was cool when it didn't have a top. That's super cool. Yeah.
I can see you in there.
I can see you up there.
No, you can't. The camera's in the way. We did butcher block.
Huh?
We did butcher block. A 33-inch sink, which is huge. I'm really excited about it. It's just one tub because I hate having the two tubs. It just feels like it takes up space. Got the used, but a little bit cleaned up oven in. We did decide to polyurethane the butcher block. It seems like the internet's kind of 60-40, leaning towards oil. Yeah. And we decided that we're not actually going to keep it oiled.
That and I don't.
We just live messy lives, so we decided to just seal it.
Can't afford to pay for the oil every couple months.
Right, and I think we're gonna take the big sink piece that we cut out and make like a huge cutting board out of it, and I'll oil that. And that can be a little more of my food contact surface, and that'll just be like a huge cutting board, which will be really cool.
Slick.
So.
And we should have another piece
coming
that's gonna get cut off the peninsula.
Yeah, so.
We can cut that in half and have two
Too small.
Smaller.
Pretty cool.
It's mine. Thicker.
We're getting there. We're super close, like days away from moving in. Some things take longer than you think, but we're really close.
It's always when you crawl under the house, all the way back in the corner, and the battery dies. Every time.
Oh, fired. paw around on my belly a second. Not light.
Oh, way up against the wall. Something like that. Okay, now go over there.
Tell me what to do. My way or your way?
Give it a tap back to me.
Would you like me counter in? This sucker's gonna get a lot of use.
Yeah. Yeah, birds.
Virtually done. The interior of the cabin is virtually done. We have a few little things we have to do. We just put an end piece of plywood on our shelves over there. We still need a mini fridge, and I just need to get the oven finished up, get that all set up and ready. We'll bring in a 30-gallon water jug. Will be our water storage for right now until we can do some kind of maybe insulated type cellar room underneath the cabin for water storage. So some little details still need to be done, but for the most part, she's moving ready. So we're gonna sleep in it tonight, and it was a lot of fun showing you guys finishing up the interior, a little bit of detail work going forward, and we can focus in on our wood shed. We've got a skid steer rented to work on our gravel pile.
Yeah, a lot of skid steer work to do. One or two little odds and ends things to button up in here. We actually have to bring in a water jug. Water pump's all hooked up. Should be good to go. We haven't actually tested it. Propane's all hooked up. We just have to actually hook it up to a propane tank, make sure it's gonna work. Yeah, running the skid steer. Gonna touch up the driveway and kind of get everything smoothed out, ready for winter. Really? And then it's kind of full bore moving. And full bore moving in, and then getting as much firewood as we can.
Yep.
It's kind of next on the to-do list.
That was me and Connor. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Daisy. Hey, I was videoing something. We are live here, by the way.
Oh jeez, I thought you were falling. Hi. World, which is great. Oh, that's bright.
Bam.
You good? You got this?
No,
You're sure you have enough space for this
I
seat?
can't hear you.
Oh wait, I need boots.
This portion, Becca, is not suitable for YouTube. I look like a dingusberry when I cut my finger in half.